Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Rome Total War Remastered. Here today on the channel, we're back with episode 9 of my Scipii Roman Let's Play. Here today, after the conquest of Iberia in the last episode, we're going to be continuing our war against Britannia. We're going to be sailing north to Normandy to hopefully try and take it. If not, we'll try and make our way all the way over to Britannia. We're currently under the reign of Oppius Scipio, grandson of Cornelius Scipio Africanus, son of Quintus. We currently have no political officers, and the Senate don't like me because we're amassing a lot of power. We could march on Rome technically if we wanted to, but I feel like I just want to take... There's a couple more regions I want to take. I want to get rid of Pontus, I want to get rid of Egypt, I want to get rid of Britannia. Once there's not too many enemies neighbouring or near me, and it's mostly the Julii and the Brutii in the Senate, we'll go to war with them. So, I've also got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me a free early access code of Rome Remastered and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them and their community team, and of course, Feral Interactive. We have about 4 stacks in Iberia. So yeah, we've got a navy. Marine reforms have hit. I've skipped a little bit ahead. We're finally able to swell our army ranks with the new marine reform units, and we're bringing over more reinforcements from Sicily by the day. I've been sort of dividing the recruitment zone of Sicily between Egypt and Spain as well. So further down in the south, we currently have Ullius, Scipio, and Oppius, our faction leader. Now, I've managed to reorganize and adopt and reform his army. A lot of cavalry, lots of legionary cohort, and Praetorian Guard. So we're going to be able to make our push into Jerusalem, into the Levant, and Petra here today as well. Further north as well, we have Gnaeus Salu, which I've coined him to be called Sulla. His army as well now has Praetorians, Roman cavalry, and legionaries. He's 30 years of age now. He's our faction heir. He's our first faction heir that is ethnically not a Scipio, an adopted faction heir, because he was like, the dude was like born as a 5-star commander. He's now 7. I can't not have a fantastic military commander wasted. Now, he is married to the granddaughter of Scipio Africanus, so his children will have Scipio blood eventually through the female line. But this is what we currently occupy. Southern Greece, on the border there of Asia Minor. The Brutii are pushing north towards the Germans and the Scythians. We have Iberia. Yeah, nearly all North Africa. Like, all of it. I don't think... Yeah, technically we do. Maybe... Is that little bit in Petra there? Africa? Maybe. But wars-wise, we still need to defeat and destroy Egypt and Pontus, which is a bit of a coalition that they've formed. But there's not many major factions left in the game now. And I don't particularly want to cross over the Rhine and the Danube to fight the Germans. What's this? Oh, it's an earthquake! This is the first one we've seen of those. Oh my god, it looks like Godzilla triggered, because I just watched that movie recently. I don't know if I like that movie. They are just so absurd. King Kong vs. Godzilla. But I guess it was fun. There's also some floods in the north here. Okay, so the ships have arrived, but the Julii have beaten us to Britannia. I hope they don't take this, because I would rather disembark safely here before we move into Britannia. Not the most wealthy territory, but it's a really good island defense to get. Like, it's incredibly easy to defend Britannia. So we're slowly but surely moving up our forces. I guess they could start a front against Germany, but we'll just have to see. There's no point of swinging them over to the east. We might as well just continue on our wars with Britannia. Now, I have skipped a little bit ahead to the invasion of Pontus. I've given out my army's attack orders. So, we're currently sieging here with Sulla. And we're also sieging 3. So, he's 8-star command now. I might actually fight this one to start things off for the first battle of today's video. We're sieging Petra as well now, with Oppius and Ullius. And once we've taken Petra, we'll be able to push into Jerusalem. I think I might play this Petra Battle first. I won't start in the south and work our way in the north, because it's still a little while before our forces arrive in British-occupied Normandy. It's kind of funny that they occupy it. What? Nearly 2,000 years? Maybe, no, it's about 1,000 years earlier, yeah.
You know me! I am a true Roman of the old style. I believe in discipline, dignity, and duty. I believe that Rome has a destiny to rule the world. I also believe that we have a destiny that starts afresh here. The Pharaoh has sent his servants against us. Do not fear them, for they will be cut down by us, just like other men. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations. They cower behind their walls and pray for help. We outnumber them by a small margin. From such small beginnings are great victories crafted. Many times I have faced these people, and still they are too stupid to learn their lesson. Today, men will die to teach them afresh that they should simply run away. Be of good cheer. Our comrades are marching to our aid even as I speak. And remember this above all. Our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
Okay, let's get stuck into the battle, and I'm going to be able to show off a full Marian Reform army, which I haven't been able to do before. In episode 9, it's taken us so long to get Marian reforms, but it'll be worth it. Alrighty, let's move our Praetorian Guard up, which we have 5. They are a better quality unit than our early legionaries. I personally love Urban Cohort. I think they are one of the best units the Romans can get. The Praetorian Guard are good. They take 2 turns. They're the best we can get at the moment, within our recruitment zones mostly. Archers wise, we've got an onager as well, and some Roman cavalry. So we'll push in, try and take Petra for Rome with Oppius Scipio, the conqueror of Egypt. Hopefully now, Petra and Jerusalem eventually. Then we'll move up and we'll probably play that other one against Pontus. Man, the war with Egypt has been insane. Like, how many episodes have we been fighting Egypt for? They've been our major adversary for this series. It's been a little bit insane. It's because technically we're not fighting like the historical region of Egypt. We're fighting essentially like a Seleucid Egyptian, Parthian backed as well. They just took so much territory. I think they always do quite well, from what I can remember in the original Rome. They tend to smash the Seleucids so quickly. Parthia, I don't know. Maybe with the rebalancing, certain factions do better now. Yeah. But once I can sink my teeth into a couple more Rome Remastered campaigns, we might be able to get a bit of a picture. Because Britannia smashed down and took Gaul and Iberia, while Egypt has smashed the Seleucids and the Parthians. As long as that doesn't happen every single game, I don't mind when other factions... I actually quite like it when factions take the initiative and conquer land and territory like the human player. But here are our legion, our early legionary cohort. Then we have our Praetorian Guard. Now, as a disclaimer, I am using the realistic color option for my units because I've personally, with my time playing, prefer it. You can, if you would like to see more of a vibrant blue and colors like in the original Rome, you can definitely do that. But I personally prefer the realistics, actually. Just like visually the look of it. Okay, so thankfully the walls here in Petra aren't very tall and the arrow towers aren't very menacing. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to chill and skirmish the Egyptians inside for a bit. My archers are going to be able to comfortably arc their shot up and over the walls and try and hit those exposed pikes that don't have much armor or shield defense. My onagers as well will try and get some accuracy, but I forgot how sort of just inaccurate onagers are. Woohoo! That might have clipped a boy there. Hang on, pull back. Poor Roman boy. Because yeah, cause from what I can remember, like when Rome 2 first came out, they were like incredibly accurate. I remember there was a stage early Imperator Augustus patch that you could like just spam out onager ships because they were just so accurate. You could sink any army in the field with just a couple of onager ships. Especially with the manual controls of the newer, the artillery manual controls of Attila to Rome 2 as well makes them a lot more accurate. But look at these varied shots, they're going all over the place. Yeah, I don't know if it's overly effective. So our archers, what we want to try and do is soften up and weaken as many of the Egyptians inside as we can. Because pushing through those narrow streets and corridors in Petra will save a lot more Roman lives. But we haven't fought too many battles manually with our new Marian Reform units. We fought one battle in the last episode with one unit, and they performed tremendously well. We should be able to now absolutely to perform way better on the battlefield, especially in settlements as well, when we need to sort of force our way through. Because especially on very hard, the AI gets so many cheats, and it's just compounded in sieges when you have to fight in narrow corridors. Now, I was giving my onagers an order here to hit the unit, but they're actually kind of hitting the gate. I guess it kind of works. Couple of wayward shots there. Oh! What? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. You can actually, you can burn the city to the ground. Oh, no, I hope that wasn't very important. But here are some new HD texture flames. It looks like the Romans are going to be known for the burning of Petra, like they were Corinth, burning it down and salting the fields of Carthage. I think it's worth bringing up as well, because I've been talking about Roman history quite a bit. Someone was like, well, technically there's no way to definitively know, basically, if Carthage was actually salted because of the crops that still grow there now. And I thought it was kind of implied that a lot of the historical accounts that we know from the Romans have been embellished by various philosophers and Livy. So you can't take like everything to be entirely accurate from this time period, like 100% fact. I thought that was kind of assumed that a lot of the rhetorical recounts of the Greeks and the Romans are embellished by certain philosophers. But hey, I just thought I'd bring it up. Anyway, we've managed to knock down 2 buildings here, so that's annoying because we're probably going to have to repair them. Like, it's so long ago, like, how do we definitively know if Carthage was salted? Like, you know what I mean? Right. There's a lot of Roman stories like that. I think there's even like different accounts of the story of Romulus and Remus that they pick and choose and argue between. Particularly when the brothers fight it out. But yeah, I guess some people don't know. So it's worth bringing up, I think. Okay, sweet. Right, let's move our siege equipment up here now. It's about 75% in our favour. We've actually... it's actually worked out quite well burning those buildings to the ground, because there's probably going to be more room for us to get our archer fire off and move our boys in. So we'll try and form up, and we'll continue our arrow fire as well into them. Those Praetorians are formed up enough to maybe charge and catch them. They got their pikes down. I was going to say they didn't have their pikes down fully. Hitting them from the rear is good. Swing around there if you can. Just forming up is always a little bit tricky in Rome Total War sieges, which is a hallmark from the original game, generally. The Numidians are now fleeing, but the better quality Pharaoh units seem to be holding. Right, hit them. Oh no, they're really coming in and pressurizing me. Those axemen we should be able to beat in hand-to-hand combat easily with our Praetorians. Maybe try and angle that a bit better. Something like that. That's what I want. Oh, no! The Praetorians beat them back. Really? Oh, okay. They performed a lot better than what I expected. I thought it was nearly GG. I had to get the angle and try and hit them from the rear. No, they're retreating. Thanks to constant arrow fire. I don't mind Praetorians. They're definitely the best unit we can recruit currently. The only criticism I have from them is they take 2 turns to recruit. So if you've got the time, which we did, we skipped a little bit ahead. I basically burnt nearly 10 turns. Just consolidating, because I do like to... It's easier in the modern Total Wars. That you can sort of just chill, relax, and then reform your armies eventually, get your perfect army build. I personally like an army build of 4 cav, 3 to 4 archers, an artillery piece, and then the rest made up of infantry. It just depends on your personal preference. If you want to micro more and you've got a huge RPM, you could probably deal with 6 cavalry units, more archers. It's basically down to preference, but I think 4 cavalry, 3 to 4 skirmishers, rest made up of infantry. You can get a couple of spearmen in there as well, triari if you can get them. That's basically an army build, but it's all down to personal preference. I think this is more so for the Romans. Okay, so they're now retreating slightly, but we're making our way well into the city of Petra. Is there a wonder in Petra? In this? I can't remember. There must be. Obviously, in real life there is. The literal Petra. And is it Jordan? I don't know. I never really gave too much thought of it after... was it in one of those Indiana Jones movies? I can't remember. Okay, we want to be able to get a couple ways in. And we're going to have to watch out for those chariots. Once we do. Okay, so now they're actually struggling to get around those pikes. So we really need our archers to start getting those shots off. They will struggle because they're not going to be able to hit them from behind. That shield defense of that pike unit looks really quite strong. So maybe reorganize slightly there. Oh, now they're starting to lose casualties. We're doing so well. Pull back. Maybe if they have to move up, they might go out of pike phalanx. Okay, they're struggling there. We just need to, yeah, flank. Like, just get a couple units around it, and they should be able to, like, really break quite quickly. Okay, these were just axemen, so we were able to carve them up. Yeah, that's what we want. Allow some of those archers to get their shots off, and Principe to use their pillar. Dude, these more armored Roman archers are absolutely shredding. So, it does look like this pike unit is going to lock on one of mine Praetorian units. Hang on, we might be able to flank there that they've locked there. Yeah, it's going to allow... Yeah, the Pathfinder's going to let us slightly go left. We'll use that to our advantage. Try and wrap around. Okay, we've got some spare units here. Actually, we've got a lot more on this far right-hand side. It's the center column that we're struggling to get in. If you go like this, that'd be awesome. I want to try and get my cavalry in here eventually. Yeah, but it's more success. Actually, we can send some of our Roman cavalry here. Okay. Oh! We managed to win there. Good. Go to the town square. Have we... Yeah, we threw them back. While I was reorganizing my other soldiers. We've got a unit here sitting there. Why is he sitting there? He should be in here helping. Okay, and then we've got our catapult unit that's running out of ammunition. I guess we could move... Hang on, you need to be going that way. Alrighty. We just need to reform smartly. And we should be able to push into the town square. We just have to watch out for their chariots. That is going to be the major concern. But Marian reform units against Bronze Age Egyptian axemen. We are going to tear them up on the reg. Okay, our cavalry's now in, so we're going to be able to use them to our advantage. We just have to be careful. They should be right against chariots. Particularly now that they're some of the best Roman cavalry we can get, but we'll just have to test it out. This is the first time me using Roman cavalry in my army build. They've even got just normal cavalry. They are throwing in a lot of forces against them. Our archers are hitting. We've got 5 units here. Hit them from the side, surround there. That's what I want. Cavalry's now in. We might even be able to get a cycle charge there. Yeah. Those Praetorians that got hit by the pikes have lost a fair amount. And they're struggling to push now. Okay. We might just have to manually attack. Oh no, we've got the enemy general. I think it should be GG now. Not the best charge in. Could have been more venomous. Yeah. Just need to be a little bit more high octane, eh? Alright, pull out again. I want to try and cycle charge if we can. Surely there mustn't be many more left. But that was a good siege. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Our archers did really well. Our catapults as well. Marion reform units just absolutely wreck. I've been going on about them so much. That was a really enjoyable. That was probably one of my That was probably the most enjoyable siege I've done of this series so far. We moved in quite efficiently and effectively. Look, we lost some casualties, but everyone was able to go in. It showed off the Marion reform units quite well, and that you can, if you want to, just burn the city to the ground with catapults. So we only outnumbered them by a couple hundred, and we've got. We only lost 400 as well. So that's pretty good. A disorderly mob is no more an army than a heap of building materials is a house. Okay. Anyway, Petra's now ours. Is there a wonder accompanied with it? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be able to get 9,000 denarii for the conquest. Because we don't need the population. Spreading that around my empire is probably just going to cause more public order issues than anything. But Oppius Scipio, 36 years of age now, 7-star command. Okay, and there's an awesome temple to set in there, which we shall get rid of. We'll build a sewer system, upgrade the walls eventually. Getting some food in here as well. Alright, that can be basically left alone for now. And we want to mobilize on the border. Probably to go against the Egyptians again. We'll move our spy back up. We'll try and replenish and retrain in Petra. So there still seems to be a couple of Egyptian units hanging around there. A lot of chariots, man. They're so annoying to deal with.
General, sir, forward. Orders.
Okay. So I guess we can mobilize on the border until we get a proper garrison in Petra that we can leave it. I haven't been leaving too many governors in settlements, because I personally like to try and use them on the battlefield and in order resolves where I can. Mostly peasants have been garrisoning my settlements. Okay, so we've got some Praetorians here and some other cohort. We might actually be able to give Oppius Scipio, our faction leader, like a full stack of Praetorians. We've even got some Roman ballista there that we can use. They want me to block the port of the Crimea. Campus Scythia, Campus Getae. Yeah. The Britannia are really pushing up north. I think Germany's just really held them back. Like, they haven't actually pushed into, what is that, Hungary? I guess it is. Okay, we have to deal with this Pontic front. So, Gnaeus Sulla. So we're sieging Taurus, Rad Damses, and then Sinop. Massacre. Okay. Well, I think we'll fight this siege against Pontus. Now, it's a larger settlement than the Egyptian one. But, yeah, I think we'll fight this one actually here today. Alright. We do have reinforcements, but I don't think we will need them.
I carry on my body many great scars, honorably earned in battle. I have fought many a foe in open combat. I come to fight today. Who stands with me? These men of Pontus are not worthy of your fear. They will die beneath the blows of your swords just as quickly as other men. And draw strength from this fact. The enemy are so loathed that no ally can be found to support them. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. The balance of numbers favors us, I see. This is good. I do not believe in giving the enemy an easy time. I have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand. Today we make our own fates. The omens may say that we face disaster, but I choose to think differently. Can any true man do otherwise? Take heart, for another army is close by and even now marches to our aid. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Okay, let's get stuck into the siege. Now this one is going to be a little bit more difficult due to a couple of factors. The settlement seems to be smaller, for one, and a lot more narrow. And they actually have large arrow towers as well. This ram, maybe even a couple of siege towers. There's not much you can do. They might not stand a chance. This army build with Solar has less Praetorians, only 2 as well. 4 units of Roman cavalry archers, mostly the rest made up of legionaries. And there seems to be probably better quality units inside than when we fought the Egyptians. But it still should be a good siege nonetheless. Just maybe more difficult and maybe more casualties lost. So we'll try and spread out our best way. Oh, that's better. Look over there. That's like a direct path to the town square. We'll smack you there. Try and get you to go to head on. And move a couple units to move up and help. Go about there as well. You guys go right behind that tower. Same with here as well. Alright. Sit further back. Let's see how my 4 arrow towers and battering rams do. Now, we can use sap points. Sometimes that's a bit better. But if we can get in, and like the thing is, right, sap points are great, but they destroy the settlement a lot more. And you have to repair it, and it does compromise it if there's a follow-up attack. Siege towers can get destroyed easier, because sap points are invincible. Is that the moon there? Oh wow. I wasn't expecting a new HD resolution of the moon. I guess that's just like a moon stock image? That's cool as. I like that effort there. I wasn't expecting to see the moon so high up in the sky there. Alright. Okay, let's give out the orders for this siege equipment, and we'll see how we go. Because it depends, like, I think you probably lose the same amount of units regardless if you use a sap point or a siege tower. It just sort of depends. So we're moving up here now with the moon. What did the Romans call it? Okay, the ram's gone, so we can pull that back. That lasted all of about 5 seconds. Alright, we're back. I don't mind that the ram gets destroyed a lot, as long as it takes arrow fire away from a siege tower moving up. Lunar, I guess. Lunar, yeah. Oh, the seat. What? That's unlucky. So 2 pieces of siege equipment have been destroyed. This one might be able to make its way up, because I think that... Can that not hit? I don't know if they're... No, they are getting hit. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate that we lost 2 pieces of siege equipment in quite quick succession. Yeah, maybe it's sometimes with these largest cities, you might be better off to wait maybe 2 turns to build siege equipment. But the ladder has massively crumbled there. I haven't chosen quite often to bring in reinforcements because I don't want to lose my generals. This is a hallmark from the original Rome, even medieval too. The generals, even like I'm trying to think, this happened so much in my Third Age and Westeros campaigns. That's why I sometimes don't like bringing in reinforcements. And those games have more of a sort of more of a reason to keep your generals alive, because like all the role-playing aspects and stuff. But yeah, the generals don't have self-preservation. In Medieval 2, it is a little bit mitigated because there's 3 stances: attack, defense, and a shootout stance. But yeah, I don't want to lose and needlessly throw away generals if you can, because they just go too close towards arrow towers and they just get shredded. I'm going to move my cavalry around to the left flank here, because I reckon these guys are probably going to have the best chance to secure a gateway for me. Let's slowly speed things up now. And we'll move those additional infantry reinforcements to my last 2 tower points. We've just got to be a little bit careful moving around the walls, because we don't want to get hit by that arrow fire, because siege towers in Total Wars are basically like machine gun nests. They absolutely rip raw through our infantry, which is completely understandable, I guess. Okay, we'll try and make your way down here, and I don't know what's the best way. I guess you just sort of chuck them in here manually. It's going to take a while, because they're going to have to hightail it across the field to the walls and then climb their way up. Okay, meeting them there is only some spearmen, so they should be able to push past through them well. The hoplites, maybe not so much. So have we captured this? Because yeah, you click the magnifying glass to zoom in. Yep, so we actually own that gateway now. Good. Right. Let's try and make our way in. Yeah, we lost a little bit of... Oh, no, they're just getting hit more or less. We haven't lost any cavalry. 1, 2 maybe. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so they are trickling down through the small little stairway hole exit towards the stairway. They're moving some cavalry around here. That's okay. Our cavalry should be able to fly in and deal with them, you'd think. They only look like Pontic skirmishers. The gates have been opened, and our Roman cavalry is going to soar in. We just don't want to stay too long under the enemy gates. There's not any hot boiling oil in this one. No, there's not. It's a Medieval 2 thing. But it does look like the AI have moved a lot of units from where we originally attacked, and they've just left them there. We'll try and re-angle my archers on a good angle. I want them to arc their shots and hit them on the sides if we can. That would be ideal. But we've got this siege in the bag. We do have reinforcements that can come in, but it's only when we lose a unit. So sometimes I prefer that. It might take a couple units to lose and then trickle some more in, but we'll just have to see how we go. We're attacking that pike unit well. The Pathfinding's actually like surrounded it with the 1 unit. Alright, get these guys in. Yeah, just push in a little bit more. Would be better if we can. Okay. Some of those archers are doing alright. Okay. It's taken us so long to get those units like in. We're slowly making our way into the town square. We have lost a couple units. Right, my cavalry's now in the town square. We should be able to cycle charge this a bit. My god, it just turned into a massive grind on the walls there. I'm surprised it took us so long to get those units up. They are struggling to force their way into this one. Right, so let's hit these chariots. Oh, wow, really? They're not doing that well? You'd think Roman cavalry would be doing better than that. That was a pretty weak charge, though. No, that's not the play. Oh, wow, they're getting smacked. We are taking a fair few out, but we're just taking massive losses. Okay, that's not the play. Just need to get everyone into the town square. Pontus have taken us for a real ride on this one. We've destroyed their chariots mostly, but they've smacked us in the process. Just try and get everyone in. Sulla will be victorious here today. It's still 80% in our favour, but we've taken some pretty bad losses there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I wanted to test out that Roman cavalry. They did so well against the cavalry in the last, but against those chariots, I don't know, maybe the charge wasn't strong enough, or maybe they just weren't. I'm just surprised. I thought Roman cavalry should be able to do better than that. That's some of the best cavalry you can get in the game, for the Romans. Yeah. That's right, you gotta learn these things. Never doing that again. And the more mistakes I make, I guess you guys can know in your campaigns. Right, let's surround this, because this should be the last of them. Just wrap around if you can. That'd be better. But our legionaries are going to be the ones that are going to claim victory and carry us through this fight here today. Absolute grinders. I'm going to smash the Pontus spearmen, and they're already celebrating. Okay, it's because we've initiated the countdown. There are some pikes coming in, so reform slightly. And just withdraw those generals because I don't want them. I'd rather infantry. I wish you could prioritize as well. Units that come in. They always tend to prioritize generals. Which I kind of guess for morale, but I don't know. We should be able to smash these Pontic pikes though. If a lot of our legionaries can get their peeler off. Decent volley. But yeah, we're going to be able to easily wrap around here. Once they engage. Swing around, please. Okay, now go. Let's hold Alt and attack. And then that should be the last of Pontus here. We should be able to take the rest of their settlements as well. In central Anatolia. Let's speed things up. Because now that they're in the town square, they're going to fight to the death. Let's end that one there. So we lost about 1,000. 2,000, yeah. It's probably alright casualty-wise. It's just the cavalry, which is annoying because we kind of wasted them. But anyway, Taurus is now under Roman occupation. And then what is this? Antioch on the coast? We should be able to take. Yeah, it is Antioch. Which would be a good settlement for us. Alright. Let's take... Whoa! 20,000 denarii as well. Because the exterminator is basically like a hybrid sack as well. Like, that's so much juice. Maybe I should have read a little bit more. No, I was just thinking earlier on, there might have been, because I was so focused on getting and rushing Marian reforms, enslaving and sending people back to Italy. There might have been a couple of sieges where it might have been more advantageous to exterminate rather than enslave, just for the money, because it could have sped up our construction on certain places. Now just reflecting on that, because it's so much. Because you sort of forget that it's like combined. I'm really just exterminating just to sort of keep the public order in check, so we don't have to have huge garrisons hold them. We'll push some units to Antioch now. Okay, let's deal with Pontus's northern settlements now. Secundus, 4-star command, he can push in to Massacre, a large city, and just get rid of the governor that's present. Repair, sewage, you know the drill by now. Yeah, because when you exterminate, you nearly got like enough denarii to stack that up and get a bit of a blueprint. Like, constantly microing settlements can be annoying in this. You can put auto management on, but I'm a little bit pedantic with my settlements, what I like to build and choose. So that stuff can be turned on, because I like to prioritize, as you would have seen throughout this campaign, a lot of my budget towards military. Okay, so Sinop has now fallen as well. The populace really don't like me here. It's probably just sanitation problems and distance from the capital. Cornelius can probably head to Crete, because there's a gold mine there. It's probably worth sieging. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Egypt want a ceasefire. No thank you. I only want territory for it. That's all I would accept. Whoa! Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Faction leader as well. And then none in that. Clear victory. Why did they do that? Now I can I can take Antioch in the end turn phase. Oh, Tarentum now is a plague. Oh, okay. I guess we ought to resolve this. Crushing defeat. Alright. Oh, right. I was like, why do I have a ship there down towards Petra? It's because of... There was a mission there, wasn't there? New merchant acquired. Rioting in this new territory. It might take a couple of exterminations. We might actually have to just hold here for now as well. In this territory, they really don't like this occupation. Okay, so we need to prioritize religious buildings, sewers and stuff as well. We might just need to drop the tax. That could be the major factor. But I don't mind if rebels spawn, because I'm probably going to be able to deal with them, because we've got full stacks there. I don't know. You sort of compromise the economy though, when you reduce your taxes way too much and bring in games and stuff. Okay, we want to try and get Oppius eventually out of Petra to continue north on our Egyptian campaign. 3 turns away from Cyprus. We still want to try and recruit. Right, it's been a while since we've done some stuff up here towards Britain. We are slowly moving there, but it's just taking so long to actually get here. We are going to be able to disembark with Quintus. So we might be able to play a battle if there's a decent army there. If not, we're going to be able to take Normandy for the Scipii, which is going to allow us to probably move over to London a lot quicker. We'll rally up our ships because I fear the British Navy there. We could move it further back. Oh, I don't want to attack the Julii port by accident. Yeah, there's quite a few there. We're just going to struggle here because we want to try and get these guys up. We might have to disembark in Julii territory. That's no problem. Decent army inside, though. No, it's not so much. Just more a lot of generals. Manpower-wise, not so much. Okay, back down in Petra. We might have to move one of these armies down here. Okay, they really don't like that. I wonder if it's because of the faction leader. More or less. We should have enough to push to Jerusalem. Okay. Still a small little presence of Egyptians. We'll move Ullius up. We'll move you there. Because we might be able to siege it. Yeah, I'm surprised we took Antioch in the intern. Like, what? We would have had to annoyingly siege that out. It worked out quite well. Okay, this is going to be turned into a major issue if we don't do it, so we might have to drop the taxes. We do have 20k in the bank, but dropping the taxes here is probably going to fix it. Yeah, distance from capital, cultural penalty, which will go squalor slightly, and daily races cost a lot, but it'll probably fix us here. I think we're better off doing that. Monthly for here as well. I do try to embrace the public order dissatisfaction because it's a good way to level up your generals and you still keep the same amount of money if rebel armies spawn. But in some circumstances like this, just with a lot of compounding, mitigating public order unrest, it's probably smart just to do it. But still, the people of Sinop are still not very happy with me. Maybe moving a general up there should fix it. Okay, so Ullius has been attacked here by a large chariot spam army. I am not going to play that one. I don't know how our veterans would perform. So we lost about 1,000 and we destroyed their army. I can't imagine fighting that with Ullius, who is a 0-star commander. Okay, we should be able to deal with Britain here, and then completely eliminate them off continental Europe. We've thrown the Britons back to their historical territory, the British Isles. Okay, and Londinium does seem to have some decent armies. Okay, so we'll probably sail on over soon and then start the invasion of Britannia. I'm surprised. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we're probably going to have the invasion of Britannia in the next episode. We did have some fighting with them down in Spain, but yeah, the Julii have not been on point with their conquests this series. Attack Germania will give you 3,200. No way. I'm not starting a Germanic war off, thank you. Become Protectorate. Sin up and give me all those territories. Nicomedia, get out of here. Yeah, like, if you've got, like, one territory left and it's so far east that I can't be bothered and we've hit, like, 50 regions, maybe. If not, I'm not interested, to be perfectly honest. Okay, let's wrap things up here. Thanks for watching episode 9. Stay tuned for episode 10 coming out soon. And I've got to say a huge thank you to CA and Feral once again for making this Let's Play possible. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video. And feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.